I'm attempting to watch 1,000 games of football before the end of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I'm going to be ranking every single one to find out which game is the greatest of the season. Lads, it has been about 10 days since I've done one of these recordings, and to be honest, I've been really ill the past 10 days, so I haven't wanted to do any sort of videos or shorts or anything like that, but I've watched plenty of football, so the next couple of days we're going to be crushing through these, and the first one is going to be some international football action. That is because we are discussing the CONCACAF Gold Cup semi-finals taking place, the first of which is the USA taking on Guatemala. Now, while the USA were heavy favourites going into this game for good reason, they would be, well, expected not to write off Guatemala just yet. Guatemala and several of the other minnow nations around the CONCACAF region had done a fantastic job of putting up some big efforts against a lot of the stronger teams, and the USA would have some cause for concern, as Guatemala would not let them go easy. It would be important for the Americans to kill off the game early, and they would get off to the best possible start when one of their bright up-and-coming youngsters, Diego Luna, would score in the 4th minute. A shot from the edge of the box was spilled by the keeper to Luna, who managed to tap it home easily to make it 1-0. And on the 14th minute, he would grab his second goal. A fantastic solo effort in which he dribbled past about 2 or 3 defenders and rocketed an effort into the bottom left-hand corner. A beautiful finish, which just was... He's easily one of my favorite American players at the moment. He plays for Real Salt Lake in the MLS, but regardless of that, I think he is going to be an absolute stud in the future, and he just proved it here. He had a fantastic game, and he made it 2-0 to the Americans on the 14-minute mark. Both sides would actually fail to convert a lot of chances, as the game was actually fairly even throughout majority of the rest of the match. The first half didn't have much involvement. Guatemala did sort of fight back a bit, but just got nowhere near converting any of their chances, which was really poor from them. The USA themselves could not convert any of their meaningful chances to extend their lead to 3 goals. And in the 80th minute, the third goal of the match would go in, but it would be Guatemala getting back into the game with a goal of their own. That is because 18-year-old midfielder and substitute Olga Escobar managed to pull one back, a beautiful curled effort into the bottom right-hand corner. The youngster applying his trade in the MLS, managing to get his country back into the match. Though it would not be enough, despite a few late chances for Guatemala, they unfortunately ran out 2-1 losers and were knocked out in the semi-final stage of the CONCACAF Gold Cup, with the USA advancing to the final. Overall, the game was actually alright, quite even, but in large parts just wasn't really that fantastic of a football match. The USA are just really underwhelming at the moment, outside of a few players, to be honest, and for that reason, didn't really make for that great of a game. I'm going to rate this game a 5.4.